Hello everyone and welcome to Balefire Blues. This is basically Equestria at War plus Old World Blues. Today we're going to play the Enclave because, it's Fallout. Who else would you play besides the Enclave? Alright, the Boogeymen of the Wasteland. We start down here. We're definitely the a smaller faction on the map, but that is fine. We have a relatively small army. But it's a good amount of power armor, so it's pretty strong. As for a focus tree, we have a rather small one, but it will get bigger after we make a few decisions. So we have three factions that we can choose to get into power. These guys, the conservatives, basically, they just want to, steady as she goes, that kind of ideology. The destructionists, they want to conquer the entire wasteland and reunify it under a great Pegasus banner. Or the reform or the visionaries, there they are. They want to be like a republic or whatever. Ignore them, they're stupid. We're going to play as the destructionists. So I'm going to go through this short focus tree and do everything I can to increase destructionist power. As for our economy, we have 0 civilian factories. As always, a great start. Mills, we have 7 of. Not half bad, not half bad. I am going to only make the XO2 power armor because I remember it being better. Alright, and with that we have Autumn Leaf in power. There he is, our great leader. We now have a much bigger focus tree. So, first things first, institute emergency powers. Oh yes, and as Navarro, we also do get air power, something most other factions don't get. So I'll take advantage of that to the appropriate degree, We also get deployment points over here, which allow me to get additional factories or more manpower or guns. So I'll be using these to the, a lot because, well, I need more manpower, guns, and civilian production, Alright, now it's time to invade the swamps. Alright, let's see how this goes. We're just going to battle planet. Quite well, it appears. Let's look at how much cast damage we're doing. Casual, 100 cast damage. Oh. The Enclave's air power is so stupid. I love it to a deep degree. Alright, one down. Alright, now to the south. And there we are. Glorious victory over the swamps. Hey, now you can actually see us on the map. Great success. But we're not going to grow for a while. Or grow for any more for a while, anyway. We do have, plans, but that will take some time and build up. Alright, let us begin planning Operation Cauterize. Operation Cauterize shall be our grand return to the surface, with the intent to reclaim Equestria from the mutant creatures that now occupy it. A great deal of planning and preparation must be done first, so as to ensure that Operation Cauterize is conducted with as much efficiency as possible. Alright, Army Group North. As part of Operation Cauterize, semi-autonomous army groups will be established to secure regions outside of our borders. We must ensure that they are prepared to carry out this task. Alright, so in here we have several options to spend our deployment points to help Army Group North, and when I do the other focused, Army Group Central. So I can give them additional infantry divisions, additional armored units, additional infantry equipment, or additional power armor. I'm going to give them a bunch of extra divisions using my excess deployment points. We have received word from Griffonia that the Griffins have nuked each other. How nice. At least we're not the only ones that nuked ourselves, At least someone else did it, aside from just us and the zebras. Alright, it is finally time. Let us launch Operation Cauterize. The time has come at last to reclaim the surface. The twisted creatures that now occupy it shall tremble before the might of the grand Pegasus Enclave. The army groups have deployed. which means we have Army Group Center over here and Army Group North over here with all of their great and gloriousness. And here we go. We have declared war upon the entire world. Alright, I'm going to try and encircle a few divisions. We're going to just go through here real quick. There we go, we've encircled like 8 divisions. For the record, we have killed 13,000 of them. They've killed like 600 of us. Army Group Center is struggling. I'm just going to try and hold over here. I don't exactly expect them to do very well. I just need them to not die, because if they die, it'll destroy my war exhaust. And there we are. We've encircled another group of them. Great success. Alright, I'm just going to do a mass assault, and hopefully it'll work out. Here we go. Okay, yes, it does look like we are pushing. That is good. That is 300 cast damage, oh my god. I love Cass. Alright, we got a small pocket down here in the south. Alright, there's been a pretty big enemy breakthrough here, but we should be able to just... Yes! We've taken the crossing and encircled all of them. Perfect. Alright, it appears Army Group North is doing quite well. They've killed everyone they started at war with. And they aren't at war with any of these guys, so they're just gonna chill up here for a bit. Army Group Center is holding pretty well. You know, decently enough anyway. And we've pushed the new Canterlot Republic all the way back to well, almost their breaking point now. Victory is almost ours. Yeah, we've taken New Canterlot itself. And there goes the New Canterlot Republic. A great success for sure. Now we must continue up north. We're going to push towards Old Appaloosa to try and wipe out the Old Appaloosa Rangers. Yeah, we take Old Appaloosa without any resistance. That's great. Okay, let's go up to Stable 49. Nope, there go the Old Appaloosa Rangers. Now, we must continue on. Alright. We only got like a couple of guys left. Well, most of the map, but you know, we've taken the entirety of the south. Now we just got to make the great push north. Alright, we're still doing quite good now. We're just kind of pushing through. They're not really able to do much to stop us. Alright, and with that, Operation Cauterize is a great success. There's no event that ends it, like, as far as I can tell anyway. So, this is the end now. So let me just, you know, just, nope, nothing happening here. Nothing there. Okay, there we are. See? But, overall, I would strongly recommend this. I'll leave a link in the description of this video to the mod and to the Fallout Equestria book, which it's based on. I've been listening to it. It's been great. I'll leave links to the book, or its FimFiction page, and the audio version I'm listening to, and a newer audio version of it. So, if you guys want to check that out, those will all be in the description. And next time we'll be doing the New German Order Part 2. A follow-up to my previous video. And, yeah, I'll see you guys next time for some more Himmler-fueled pony war crimes. Yep. Bye-bye.